Hey guys, Catherine aka Karima here, and today I wanted to talk about something that if you're on methadone or Subutex or Suboxone, you've probably experienced, and that is a pharmacy or a pharmacist not wanting to give you your MAT medication. A pharmacy or a pharmacist, most likely, who kind of is shrouded in judgment and anxiety, and they don't want to give you the MAT medication, so they kind of put up little roadblocks so that it's more difficult for you to get them. We're going to talk a little bit about what I mean by that, but also I'm going to share an experience with you from yesterday that kind of made me want to make this video today. So let's get into the video. So yesterday I was at a CVS, and I'll be very honest with the pharmacy that I was at, because I think that the important thing is that pharmacies take care of this and try to be a little bit more sensitive when it comes to people that are coming in for MAT medications. The thing is, more and more people are getting off of drugs. More and more people are saying no to opiates, and more people are going to be signing up for these medications, Suboxone, Subutex, methadone. And pharmacies kind of have to be in line with being judgment-free and being able to give these people, give everyone their medications without that little air of judgment. It's not just the feeling of being judged that bothers me. It's also the feeling that, there's a little bit of violation that goes into it, a little bit of like feeling dirty, feeling like you're doing something wrong when you know that you're not. But beyond that, you also feel scared at the fact like, oh my God, like I'm not going to get my medication. And there is no lawful, sane reason why you shouldn't be getting your MAT medication. Whether it's Suboxone, methadone, Subutex, those medicines are there to stop you from being on the really dangerous one. Yesterday, I was at CVS and I went to drop off my prescription because my doctor still writes out an actual prescription. And in New York, for the most part, it's just kind of all done online. But my doctor writes out a prescription. So I needed to find out when I could go and pick up the medication because I'm constantly all over the place. I'm constantly traveling and doing things. So I kind of like to just take my, after I go to the doctor, take my prescription down to the pharmacy, say, when can I pick it up? And then just put it down in my calendar, go on that day, and that's it. And I don't have to think about it. So when I went down to CVS yesterday, I saw the lady that I knew it was going to be a problem. This lady is always a problem. She's just so judgmental every single time that I see her. So I'm online and I see the lady that I absolutely dread. But I get in line behind this other person. There's two people working behind the counter, and I'm thinking to myself, hopefully I get the other guy. But it came up that I got the girl, and I was going to walk away. But I was like, you know what? Just do it. Do it now, try and get it over with. And of course, the lady had an issue. Every single time I go there, every single time I drop off my medication, there's an issue with my doctor's signature or with the timing of the thing or whatever. Like it's never an easy, clear cut, okay, I'll take the prescription and that's it. It's always that there's an issue. Yesterday was I handed her over the prescription and I said, when can I pick this up? So she goes, well, in a month from now. So I'm like, in a month from now? I was like, no, I just went to the doctor. Like it should be in like a week or something, or in a few days. And she just acted all like... And she goes, let me see the prescription again. So she like ripped it out of my hand. She's like, types everything in and she looks it up and she says, well, you picked it up on February 1st. And I was like, okay, so then it should be March 1st, right? And she goes, I don't know. When's a month from February 1st? I'm like, lady, it's March 1st. Okay, could we get a little nice and compassionate? So anyway, eventually she's like, yep. March 1st, you can come in then and pick up your medication. So I'm like, what day of the week is that? I shouldn't have even asked, but she huffed and she puffed and finally she was like, it's Sunday. So I was like, okay. So this was, of course, a more calm and toned example, but as I've said, she has found issues with everything every single time that I brought in a prescription, whether it's my doctor's signature, my doctor's address, not filling out some number that they're supposed to put on there. Every single time she finds an issue, even though for 2 years I've been filling my prescription at this place, at this exact place, and none of the other pharmacists, none of the other pharmacy workers ever have an issue with me filling there. They never find anything wrong with. So I just wanted to see if this has happened to anyone else. I mean, if it's happened to me, it has probably happened to other people. As far as what we can do about it, my gosh, I mean, what I think that the pharmacy should do about it is I think that they should do some sort of a sensitivity training or, you know, employ like a non-judgment zone or something like that, because at this point, they're going to be dealing with so many people on MAT medications. All the people that were on opiates that they judged before are going to be, you know, on MAT medications. And I think that, you know, there was never real empathy or there was never real empathy given to the people on opiates. You got to admit that. When you go to a pharmacy and you see someone that's picking up opiates, I always feel bad for them, because I always feel like the pharmacy is just being a little dickish about their medication. I think that they should train people to be a little bit more sensitive, empathetic when it comes to people being on MAT medications. I think that the people at the pharmacies should learn that these medications are not opiates. They're not getting these people high. These people are not getting high from being on Suboxone or Subutex or methadone. These medications are what is keeping them alive and keeping them away from the drugs that were killing them. I mean, I don't know how they don't know that already. That annoys me a little bit, the fact that these things are not taught. I think that once there's a little bit of sensitivity and a little bit of empathy, that these issues will not arise anymore. I think that people will be more empathetic and understanding towards the idea that a person is on MAT medication not to get high, but to save their life and to, you know, to not die, not to get high, but just not to die, right? So if you've ever been denied your MAT medication or felt as though you've been judged at a pharmacy, let me know.